This is his replacement, Pokey Reese, against Brian Anderson. He goes down. Top of the fourth, still no score. Reese goes down a second time. The other shortstop, meanwhile, Omar Vizquel at the plate, trailing 1-0 in an 0-for-15 slump with the base hit to left off John Smiley with 2 out in the fourth. It drives home Manny Ramirez and Sandy Alomar, and the Tribe goes up 2-1. Still in the fourth. Reese at least flashing Larkin's glove. How about that play to rob Kevin Seitzer? Prevents any more damage. Score still 2-1. Top of the sixth. Reese at the plate against Anderson, who grew up near Cleveland and went to college near Cincinnati in Dayton. 7 strikeouts, no walks in 7 innings. 2 on in the bottom of the sixth. Vizquel again takes Smiley deep. Second homer of the season. Vizquel trots home with all 5 Indians RBIs. He had 4 RBIs Sunday in St. Louis. Tribe wins at 5-1. On June 18th, that's almost exactly a year, down 3-1. Mike James on in relief of Chuck Finley. Todd Zeile crushes the home run to left, his 13th. First homer allowed by James all year. Dodgers down 3-2. Bottom of the ninth, still 3-2. Troy Percival on to pitch. Wilton Guerrero lines the shot to left. Garrett Anderson holds Guerrero to a single, although Guerrero might have actually held himself to the single. Watch it again as Guerrero hits the ball. He stops dead in his tracks to see if the ball goes fair or foul, and he ends up only at first base. The Dodgers call for the sacrifice bunt. Pinch hitter Brett Butler, one of the great bunters, moves Guerrero over, but then they waste an out when Roger Cedeno strikes out. 2 down, Guerrero at second. Troy Percival uncorks the wild pitch. Guerrero finally turns on the Jets after standing and watching the base hit and scores all the way from second to tie the game at 3. On the very next pitch, Todd Zeile hits the game-winning home run into the pavilion in left field. Second of the game, Dodgers win it 4-3. Even going 3 for 4. Zeile is only hitting .231. It's Percival's second blown save in 7 chances. The Angels.
His advice, Griffey and Bonds hobnobbing before the game. Top of the first. 1 out. Your pal Joey on third. Kirk Reuter on the hill. And Junior pops it up to Jeff Kent at second. And the Giants get out of the inning as the Mariners don't score. Bottom of the second. 2-0 Giants. Runners on first and third. 2 outs for Bonds. And Jeff Fassero gets him looking. Bonds distressed. The Giants also failed to score. Top of the sixth now, tied at 2, 1 out. The bases loaded for Alvaro Espinoza, who singles to right. Jay Buhner scores. 3-2 Mariners. Bottom of the sixth, Stan Javier pinch hitting for Kirk Reuter. Damon Berryhill on first, and that is a goner. The Jeff Fassero pitch is over the left field wall. Second of the year for Javier. 4-3 Giants. Giants relief pitching would retire 8 of the last 9 batters. Doug Henry strikes out the side in the 8th, and then in the 9th, Rod Beck gets Joey Cora to pop up to end the game. Back in those, Giants win 4-3. The M's falling for the first time in 5 interleague games. No clear. Johnny Oates looking for win number 200 as the Rangers manager. Texas up 8-3 in the 8th when Vinny Castilla goes deep to right center. 2-run shot. You know it's going to be good when you start the highlights in the 8th. It's 8-5 at that point. Then in the 9th with 1 runner on, Ellis Burks sends one deep to center off John Wetland, his 16th of the year. 5th hit of the game for him, a career high. Cuts the lead to 8-7. Wetland horrified. Turns out things would only get worse after a double by Dante Bichette. Castilla singles one off the glove of Mark McLemore. Bichette scores, game tied at 8. Wetland's 3rd blown save of the year. Bottom 10, 2 on, 1 out. The Rangers pitch to the red-hot Burks, grounds out to 3rd for the 2nd out. After intentionally walking Walker, bases loaded for Andres Galarraga. 0 for 5 on the night, and he strikes out swinging against Danny Patterson. The Rangers get out of the inning. That is strategy. Top of the 11th, 1 on for Juan Gonzalez. There's no one on anymore. He sends one deep to right center. It is gone. A 2-run shot gives the Rangers a 10-8 lead, and they win yet another classic pitchers duel at Coors Field. 10-8 is your final. Gonzalez finished with 5 RBI. The top 3 batters in the Rangers lineup, Mark McLemore, Pudge Rodriguez, and on the side of his helmet. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Orioles. Anderson doubles down the right field line. Lenny Webster scores easily. Mike Bordick also trying to score. Here's the relay to the plate. Bordick sliding into Darren Fletcher is out. So is Fletcher, leaving with a ligament sprain in his ankle. 2-0 Orioles. Top of the third, Expos down 3-1. Mark Grudzielanek
With the shot up the middle, watch Robbie Alomar make the stop, flip it with his glove. He's done it before for the Force. Ends the inning. Top of the fourth, Expos still down 3-1. Henry Rodriguez takes Scott Kamenicki way out. I mean, it hits the warehouse on one hop, 443 feet. Oh, Henry. Expos down 3-2. Top of the eighth, Expos now down 4-3. Jose Vidro, the tying run at first, but Armando Benitez with a 100-mile-an-hour strike gets Ryan McGuire looking. Top of the ninth, Expos now down 5-4, but have the bases loaded with 2 out. Andy Stankiewicz against Randy Myers. Pops it up. Anderson takes it, and the Orioles win it 5-4. The Expos' 10-game winning streak and perfect franchise record all time against the American League. On a road to the rival Mets. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Yanks, 2 on, 2 out. Derek Jeter turns on the inside pitch, drills it off the wall in left center. It'll score Whitten. It'll score Girardi. Jeter, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Yankees are up 3-0. The next hitter, Luis Sojo. And Sojo, of Reynoso's knee rolls into the Mets dugout. Jeter scores 4-0 Yanks. Look at it again. You can see the ball hit off Reynoso's knee, but it just missed his kneecap. He is carted off the field, but it is only a bruise. You can say only it's a bruise because it's his bruise. He'll be reevaluated Wednesday, as will the rest of us. Mets would score 3 in the third. Top of the sixth, 4-3 Yanks. Bernard Gilkey, who had homered earlier, hits the fly ball that Paul O'Neill makes the nice play on. Still 4-3. Yankee fans cheering. The next batter, Tuesday's hero, John Olerud, whiffs. Wells retired 15 in a row at one point. Yankees go on to win 6-3. Wells 3-6 without the big hurt, who is still resting comfortably. Doug Drabeck not resting at all. Brian McRae resting with the bat on his shoulder goes down. Some great defensive help in the first inning. Brant Brown hits it. Dave Martinez snares it. That's not all for Martinez in the first inning. In the bottom half, with Ray Durham at first, the former Cub Martinez takes Jeremy Gonzalez way back to right. The 2-run shot, his 7th of the year, and the White Sox are quickly up 2-0. Drabeck still has it going. Top third, 3-0 Sox. McRae caught looking again. Drabeck's 4th strikeout, tying a season high. His luck would change, though, in the 4th. Bases loaded. Ryan Sandberg at the plate for the Southsiders. He's just a .227 hitter lifetime against Drabeck, but the single under Chris Snopek's glove scores Grayson Sosa and makes it 3-2 Sox. Top of the 6th, 4-2 Sox. 2 on, 2 out. Rhino and Drabeck again. This time Drabeck freezes Rhino. Top of the 7th, still 4-2 White Sox. Kevin Ory facing Matt Karchner. Ory blasts at the left. Albert Bell on the run. Look what he caught. Woo! Albert saving extra bases on a 5-3 win, squaring the crosstown series at a game apiece. Drabeck allowed just 6 hits and 2 runs in 6 innings. He was 6.
Skydome, top of the first, 2 on, 2 out for Ryan Klesko. A 3-run shot, his 12th of the year. It is 3-0 Braves. Top of the 7th, Braves up 4-3, 2 on for Kenny Lofton. Lines went off Ed Sprague's glove, scoring Jeff Blauser. 5-3 Braves, but all is not well. Lofton injured on the play. Take a look. He runs gingerly up the baseline. He's listed day-to-day with a sore groinal region. 2 batters later, still 2 on. Braves up 8-3. Keith Lockhart lining one into the gap and ends up as a triple. 2-run score in the person of Mike Mordecai and Michael Tucker. It is 8-3 in favor of the Braves. Bottom 8th, Braves up 8-5. Sean Green. Sean Green going deep. A 2-run shot to left off Mike Bilecki. Green's 2nd home run of the game, 12th of the year. It's 8-7. And another Brave goes down. Michael Tucker, the official report here, he injured his right side. Vague enough for you? He'll be re-examined on Wednesday. Bottom 9, still 8-7. 2 on, 2 out. Mark Wohlers facing Joe Carter, who lines it to third, but the Braves get out of the game with a 5-4-3 double play, and they escape with the 8-7 win. It's Atlanta's 2nd straight win over the Jays. 0 Marlins. Rick Helling on the mound for the Fish, getting some good D. Damian Easley up there and drives one to left. Cliff Floyd taking advantage of his 6-foot 4-inch frame to make the nice grab. More Marlins D. Bottom 4, Phil Nevin lines one to right. Gary Sheffield makes the catch, and to add to the drama, he made it in slow motion. Still 1-0 Marlins. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. Curtis Pride up there with a man on. Lines one into the gap in right center. Nevin scores. Pride ends up with a triple. It's 2-1 Tigers. Pride's 2nd triple of the year. He also stole a base in the game. Top of the 8th, the Marlins answer in the person of Sheffield. Ropes one to left, and Pride. Oops. Abbott scores from first. We are tied at 2. Sheffield and Those, top of the 9th. Tied at 2 still. Bobby Bonilla facing Todd Jones, and Bobby Bo absolutely crushes one. It is over the roof, his 5th homer of the year, and the replay confirms what we already suspected. He hit it quite far, 459 feet, and that gives the Marlins the 3-2 win. Bonilla's blast, just the 33rd ever to clear the roof at Tiger Stadium. Milwaukee, and doing so in throwback unis. Kelly Stinnett pops it up behind second base. Delino to Shields, the great diving catch, and things looking good for Fernando. Bottom of the 6th, Cards up 3 runners on first and second, no outs. Jeremy Burnitz with the bunt, and Fernando, oh boy, throws it into right field. Brian Jordan retrieves it, hits the cutoff man, John Mabry, who thinks he has a play at third. Well, Mabry not. Throws it by Gary Gaetti, 2-run score, and the game is all tied at 3. So much for things going well for Fernando. 2 batters later, Jose Valentin, the blooper into center, and that is going to fall. Burnett scores. The Brewers go up 4-3, and that is how the game would end. Fernando falls to 2-9 on the season, despite allowing just 2 hits through 5 innings. Mark McGwire takes care of that with one swing of the bat. His 25th homer of the year, this one off Joey Hamilton. It's 1-0 Oakland. Bottom of the 6th now, Chris Gomez at the plate, and the grounder to Scott Brocious, who can't make the play. Ken Caminetti scores, ties the game at 3. The teams combined for 5 errors because they're not very good. Top of the 7th, and what goes around comes around. Brocious at the plate, and he reaches on the Gomez error.
Well, it's contagious, isn't it?
2 batters later now, it is Matt Stairs. Pinch hitting. There's Matt. You may recognize him. Pete Smith on the hill, and Stairs. The single to right, that scores Brocious. This starts a 4-run 7th, and the A's go on to win it by the count of 10-3. Mark Bellhorn with the big night, 3 for 4, and the Bagheads are not particularly impressed. Third, 1 out, 2 men on, and the wheels come off for Esteban Loaiza as Denny Hocking singles in Darren Jackson, and it's 1-0 Twins. And then Paul Molitor scores Chuck Knobloch on the grounder to short. It is 2-0 Twins. Now 3-0 Twins. Roberto Kelly up there, and Roberto Kelly takes one off the hefty bag in right field, brings home Greg Myers. 4 Twins runs in less than 5 minutes. All this after Loaiza had thrown 19 strikes in his first 22 pitches. Gene Lamont not pleased, and you really can't blame him as the Twins win it in a rout. Top of the 5th, 2-0 Astros. Luis Gonzalez up there and trying to extend his 20-game hitting streak with the bases loaded, and he comes through. Gonzalez ropes a single to left center. Brad Ausmus and Craig Biggio score. It's 4-0 Stros.